And we're gonna make this lightning, and then I need to the wet slicer. Okay, let me find somebody to name this after. I'll be right back. All right, one of my frequent commenters is JB with the cat picture for their name, so we're gonna call this JB's Wetter. Okay, that's good. Hello everyone, my name is Gracie, and this is episode 27 of this Let's Play of Age of Wonders 4 as Florence and the Machine. We are at peace with Gloom, Hooknail, so that we can focus on getting the seals back and fighting this person here who is coming to assault my capital. Now, I have plenty of forces here. They're just needing a little bit of time to heal up after a few combats, but they can't get to me. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. That is my cat. She is crazy. Yes, she is crazy. Okay, they are leaving. They are taking the seal. Okay, they're not sure what they want to do. Oh my god, can you hear my cat? I'm gonna have to kick her out of the room. That's way too loud. What did they left and then came back? It's like they decided to back out and then did that spell on me and then thought that my forces are like weak. Like they calculated that my forces are weak enough to attack again. I don't know what they're doing here. So we are probably pretty strong here. Okay, so we've got pretty good forces. Pretty healed up here. So we could really... Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to play her favorite game, which is throw foam balls down the staircase, and then she chases them and tries to get them from wherever they go. Okay, so I'm now seeing that actually if I attack this unit here, we can force a battle with... Oh my god, only the land units? Are you kidding me right now? This is going to be easy peasy. Okay, so bring this stack forward. This stack forward. And then Florence's stack forward. And then we fight this group here and split them up. Oh, idiots. Oh yeah, I'm just going to leave that. That is fine. A single mage lock death. And I get an Inquisitor. Yeah, I'll keep that. Oh, recruit a unit of tier 3 or higher by subduing them. Spoils of War achievement. You heard it here first, folks. Okay, so now I am going to go back. I'm just going to heal up. And then we're going to press forward and maybe go after their base. Now that we've managed to heal that up. Let's grab a Mage Lock and an Afflictor. We can get another territory here. Merchant's Guild. So we needed, what, a Forester or a Quarry or something? I think it was a Quarry, which we can't get. I was going to build this next to something. War Foundry is draft per adjacent mine. Quarry or mine, which there aren't really many. It could be right here, actually. Yeah. So let's make that into a Forester. And then what we're going to do is turn that into the War Foundry. Right there. And then we'll queue this up, which will be boosted by that. So you guys just wait a turn. We're just gonna heal up real quick. I'll keep sending units home because we also need some stacks to take care of this quest over here at some point. Bronze Golem. They can do the same thing to me with this single unit there. So let me pop these guys all together into one stack so they can't do that to me. There we go. Fulmination. Fiery arrows. So this would give a little bit of fire damage to my range units like my Mage Locks. Now it's not a ton of damage because they only fire once, so this is really only adding +1 damage, but I am thinking that the fire could be useful. Pinning Barrage. This is the better one. Evoker. I'm going to get the fiery arrows. I think that's interesting. Does that impact... It impacts skirmishers in range. Okay. So they could have fiery nets that they throw. Prison cells. So then we go to here and we find... Oh, are you dead currently? No, you're alive. Prison. Rapido Magnus. Inspect. So we're going to execute him. Convert this hero to your side. Or execute. Harm your relations. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, executed the prisoner. Kept all of his stuff for myself. Mana Forge. Mint we can't do until we have a mine. So let's get the Reaver Manufactorum. This boosts draft per adjacent quarry, forester, or mine. So it's probably good to have right here. So let's go in there and grab the Reaver Manufactorum. That's going to go right here where this hut is. Good thing you can convert huts to special buildings. Or this city would be garbage. Runa Magus. You've leveled up. Yeah, I'll just give you some bonuses. Wand of Poison Darts, sure. Leather armor. Helmet, and then a single one-handed mace. So we'll just confirm that. You've got to level up. I'm thinking of getting this. +1 resistance, +2 status resistance. There we go. We might go and see if we can... I'm not getting very much of this binding essence. Let's go in here and see what I have to break down. Got a lot of stuff here. Frost shield. Basic helmet. I should probably go through all my heroes and see if any of them need any basic equipment. So let me pause and I'll just do that real quick. Okay, so I equipped a few things. So let's see what I have here to break down. Punisher's halberd. I think I might hang on to it. I've got a basic magelock rifle. I might break that down. Florence can't really ever lose hers because she's a faction leader. So let's break that down. We've got a boar. The frost shield I'm going to keep. The Punisher halberd I'll get rid of. The excessive force is a good weapon. Whirlwind strike. Is this a full action? No, it's a one hit. It's interesting. Eagle bow. Staff of radiance. Blinding. We don't really need that either. Okay, so let's see if we can make anything. Now we need stuff like a one-handed weapon for our sword and shield people. So let's see what I can make here. I can make all kinds of interesting stuff here. This music is interesting. So they had like inquisitors and stuff. So it's probably like we could do like mixed lightning and physical. Provoke action. Critical hit chance. Frenzy. Retaliator. We've got new stuff. Inflict status vulnerability. Sundered resistance. Weakened. Wet. Wet actually makes them weaker to electricity, which we have a fair bit of. So we could design a weapon, whoops, that's like a bunch of different kinds of... So like, let's say we inflict wet. We inflict sundered resistance, status vulnerability. Right, so now this is a mace that goes in there and makes them weak to electricity, essentially, because it makes them wet, lowers their resistance, lowers their status resistance. So this is a weapon, you go in there and you smack them and they become weak to electricity and being electrocuted. So if we put one more point on here, then we get to tier 5 and it becomes the strongest it can be. Inflict marked would actually be great because that's a bonus that our faction can use. So there's an interesting mace. Let me just see if I want to change the look of it. So there's one-handed options there. Okay, so the one-handed options, so we've got all these interesting things here. So this is the... what do we want to do? It's just like a hammer. Does that make sense? To wet people with a hammer? Let's wet them with this scimitar. No, let's wet them with this sword here. And we're going to make this lightning. And then I need to... The wet slicer. Okay, let me find somebody to name this after. I'll be right back. All right, one of my frequent commenters is JB with the cat picture for their name, so we're gonna call this JB's Wetter. Okay, that's gonna be, only takes one turn. Wait, why? Maybe it has to do with our yeah, actually, what makes that take so long or so little time to make? I don't know. All right, well, cool. All right, so that'll go on one of our melee people. And we got spells ready to launch. The Lightning Torrent. I guess I could have used that, but I've still got it queued up for next time. Empire skills, development skills available. Magic Origin upkeep units reduced by 20%. I don't think these are Magic Origin anymore. I think they're constructs as a new designation. So we're not going to be using that. What else do we want? Cities can build a teleporter improvements. We could also save up and actually get us another city. Units to generate extra health per movement they have. Yeah, I'll grab that. That means that if we don't move, these guys are going to heal like an incredible amount of health. So this guy should be healing 25. Horn of Plenty is 5, and then he should heal another additional 1 hit point per 2 movement points at the end of its owner's turn. So that's 32 hit points, so that's 16 more health it should heal. So these guys should really heal up really nicely. We sent their ruler back home. We got this guy. Rapido Magnus. He's worth more to me as mana, I think, because he's not worth very much. Burden of Guilt on one of my stacks here. They declared a rivalry on me, even though we just made peace. Springstone has returned. How many vassals do I have? Is it just the 2? It might be just the 2. Give Whispering Stone. I'm going to do that and boost our relationship. We're at maximum here. Awesome. So they're providing me with a little bit of income, as well as occasional raiding forces that they send down, which probably don't do much other than feed them experience, but maybe they raid stuff every once in a while. Okay, all set there. So this next turn, we're going to start moving back down into their territory, I think. Split somebody off to do this quest, I think. They do have a war breed. Piercing the Veil. Your increasing control of the seal is causing new powers to surge through. This is new. For a moment, you feel as though you have the entire realm at your fingertips. You sense the veil separating it from the astral sea. You can even sense a distant Godir pulling in magics from beyond, but not for much longer. With the seals in your possession, you will soon be able to control anyone and anything that attempts to enter or leave. The seal brings new awareness, its power at your fingertips. How do you use this surge of power? Probably get the mana. Astral Serpent? No. Oh, channel these powers for the next insurgence of sealed defenders. Weakened attackers, strengthened defenders, and glint of astral attunement. I'm gonna grab the mana. We got mana problems. Okay, so now we're gonna form up and we're gonna move out. Hello there, choke point. So we've got Florence. Florence and her machine. So you need to grab the strongest units. Okay, and then you've got a pretty decent army of your own. We need you with another ranged unit. Here's an Afflictor. You have 3 range, so you need 3 melee, basically. Take those guys. And then we've got... This is Inkmander Magus. Now, Inkmander Magus is going to go fight these guys because I want him to stab the shit out of this Warbreed. So, Inkmander Magus, you have some... They're not as great, since they're just copper golems, but I might send you with, say... like some of these extra forces, like maybe like these two, just so we have some extras. Another copper golem. There we go. So we got some random units in there that can go and fight there. And then we need a third stack. So we've got some constructs. So this is range, melee. So I probably want to dump one of these range units. Maybe the mage lock that's wounded. And give you something. We're kind of out of melee units. That's okay. We'll take this one. It'll heal up a little more than that even. And we do actually own... We own this territory, which I did not realize. And then we'll be in our own territory. So these guys will probably attack me, and then I'll actually start my turn in my own territory and heal back up. So that is good. So we've got a bunch of... We've got way too many mage locks at home just waiting around for something to do. So let's get another bronze golem, I think, because we're looking like we need more frontline again. I don't want to take them with me yet. I think I'm going to leave them home so they don't get attacked and then pulled into a battle where it's just a stack of a bunch of range units. Let me send a couple of the weaker ones over here to get some experience. I'll leave these guys at home. Afflictor, ruined province to fix. Yep. We just spent this. JB's wetter. Okay, who wants to wield JB's wetter? Is it you? Who has, you don't have... you do have the leather... Let's see, where's the other character? Here we go, Yasmaris Magus. Now, you've got this one, but you don't have the lightning blades on. You have the searing blades. We do want more, so let's put it on this character, and then next time she levels, we'll give her the lightning blades so she does even more electricity, which will work that's a thick boy right there. Okay, so then she does a repeating 9 and 9. Oh, and then wet makes you weak to lightning and frost, and she has this howl attack that does frost. So that's pretty cool. So I wonder if I could make... No, I don't have enough of these points now. How do we get this? I want to get more of this. Oh, I've got... I don't have enough money for anything. We'll just have to wait. Treaty has expired. Whatever. Okay. I'm not gonna cast any spells. I don't really have the money for it. Save that. Overworld attack for... Oh my god, what the hell is my hair doing? Don't look at it. There we go. Okay, they're taking the seal. They're attacking me. Okay, great. Yeah, we got some experience on some of the troops. Got a lot of stuff. Wish there was a way... You know what would be cool is if you could build... binding essence, like spend your production on that instead of building buildings or merchandise. And it would be like slow, but I think that would be really cool. I think that's something that they should add as an option. Maybe you have to build a building that lets you do it or something first, but I think that'd be pretty neat. Okay, so down here we have almost healed up all the way. So let's just start moving. We want to put the hurt on these guys here, so they can't come back and keep harassing me while I'm trying to get the seals. Ooh, okay. We've got a fair bit of units back there. Just leave that alone. Your troops have found the brutish war chief and her raiders. Both sides prepare for battle. When Tyrannica the Cure addresses Inkmander Magus. I've heard of ye. Did you come to stop me? I don't know why she sounds like that. The terrible butcher lets out a bellowing laugh. Look here, boys. This one thinks himself some sort of hero. The war chief's smirk then turns into a scowl. She taps on the necklace she wears. It's made of ears. These lot also thought they were heroes, she growls. War Chief Tyrannica is busy talking, granting you an opportunity to improve your chances of victory over him. I think this dialogue is confused. Okay, fight them head on. Or I could spend a bunch of mana to enhance my morale. Take these coffers of coin and leave. Your warbreed stays with me. This is Dark Elf, though, so it's not my own faction. This would be a fabled hunter. Wayfinder enchantment, so they would have arcane focus, magic attacks, and keen sight, accuracy, and physical rate. Yeah, let's just fight them. I don't want that. Warbreed doesn't really work for me. I'll click it. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's fine. One Harrier. Yeah, whatever. Okay, brutal incursion aftermath. The terrifying war chief has been dealt with. She and her troops are no longer a threat. You receive a message from your despised enemy, Orpheus of Choke Point. He informs you that Tyrannica the Cure was acting on her own accord and that the Baron had no involvement in the unfortunate rampage. We're at war, it doesn't matter. It matters not. Your strength won the day. You crumple the letter into a ball and cast it into a nearby bonfire. Your relieved citizens celebrate, your soldiers most of all. How will you use this victory? Inspire your troops. Morale? All units controlled by you gained increased morale major. For what? For how long? For what? One battle? For... Nail the butcher's body to dog days or over his gates to demonstrate your supremacy. Jesus. That's a lot of draft. Let's go with the troops. Inspire the troops. Now, let's see if that affected these guys down here. Oops, not you. Somebody who actually, I can tell if they're happy. Okay. So that one's actually demoralized. Increased morale major, plus 20. There we go. Okay, yeah, so it does. Now, how long does this last? Is it permanent? I don't know. Oh, well. So now, Inkmander... I think you should go down here with these forces and try to... Well, this seal is occupado. Maybe we'll go take this one back. Really rather control this seal because that way it's closer to the action. So I'm not keeping a bunch of forces up here like I am over here. But I might have to just do this one up here. So get a couple more units again. A cannon. Do they have electricity? Yeah, they do, but I've learned a little bit more about how to keep my cannons safe, I think. Grand Wharf, if we have one more coastal tile. It's a bunch of production, which we can just turn into money. Oh, Materium stuff. Materium damage spells deal plus 10 physical damage, and Materium debuff spells also inflict sundered defense. That's interesting, because is this a debuff? Yeah, a debuff spell. And that's going to be Materium. So yeah, I think we want that. That's really cool. Materium, yeah. Very cool. I like that. Should probably get towers too, just in case. Annex another province. I'm a forester. No money for anything. That's okay. Just let them build money for a few turns. Howl can annex another province. So we'll make We'll get a hut here and then turn it into something. This wants to be next to quarries, foresters, or mines. So what special buildings do we have? War foundry per adjacent quarry or mine, which would just be the one. So I'd probably want to build it up here, actually. So we'll build that up there, and then we will... I can't queue it up yet because I don't have enough money. Maybe I'll just cancel one of these. I want to queue it up so I don't forget. War foundry. There we go. Hero leveled up. So Yasmera Magus. This is not the one we want lightning on. So what should we do with her? She could use... I mean, more health would always be helpful. Because she's got really good defensive stats at this point. So more health just gets even more value. Let's do that. Hero leveled up. In Commander Magus. Now here's our guy holding Feingold's poker. So let's see here. He definitely could use more damage. He's very high damage. He also looks like he needs a little resistance. So I think... Oh, he can launch artillery as an action. Interesting. He can also get skirmisher discipline, which is really interesting to think about. I think I'm going to give him this just because this is going to keep him a lot safer. Because I'm definitely getting the hurt laid on me via magic this game. Rally, bolstered defense, bolstered resistance. There we go. We've captured yet another character. Who is this? Sorry? Dark Elves. Oh, that was the character here. So she's got some stuff on her. So she's captured. So we're going to execute her and take all of her stuff. So we can break it down for parts. Tyrannica's remains have been captured. Now she's got this really cool sword. But I don't really need to use that. So I'm going to leave her in here for now. And I will get her stuff some other time if I need it. And then here's another. I executed her. So we'll leave her in the crypt for mana. It's complicated. Very complicated. We are actually out of time for this episode. So let's end this one here. This is getting really exciting again. I'm really having a great time. I hope I am able to... What? Who's on there? I don't know. It must be blue because he's not even on... He's not here. So it must be blue controlling both of these. So I need to, I'm going to start fighting her. I either raise or maybe vassalize these cities to make little buffers. And then I'm going to go back to just holding the seals, I think. And then I can kind of blitz my way through to the end. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the link in my description for my Patreon if you want to support the channel. And I will see you in the next episode.